Hi guys, this is Giridhar here. I'm gonna unbox the OnePlus X. So the OnePlus X is not a successor to the OnePlus One or the OnePlus Two lineup. It is completely a different mobile from the OnePlus. They have usually launched flagship killer or flagship devices, but this one is a mid-range device. So let's go ahead and unbox it and see what the device is all about. So the box design is kind of very similar to what we have seen with OnePlus 2. Let's go and see how this box is inside. So on opening the box, you get this OnePlus X device. These plastic ridges which is holding the device in place, and also you can see that there is a SIM pin there. So a quick start guide, user guide, and we have the data cable, which is flat and neat looking. This is not a USB-C port, this is a micro USB port, as you can see from here. This is a micro USB port. So we have a 2 ampere charger, and then we have a back cover. This is something which we haven't seen in any of the OnePlus devices. So the OnePlus has now included a back cover along with the OnePlus X. I'm powering up the device, and I think there's also a sticker on the back. Let me remove that as well. So now that the device is powering up, let's talk about the device and its construction. It feels really solid and premium in the hand, and you can see it's got real metal all around the edges, and at the bottom you have the micro USB port and also dual speaker grills. I'm not sure whether they're really dual speakers or just mono speaker and one is a mic, but let's check it out later on. And on the left side you have the alert slider. The alert slider is a new hardware button which we saw in the OnePlus 2, and now it is being retained in the OnePlus X. At the top you have the 3.5mm audio jack and a noise cancelling mic. At the right side you have the power button and the volume buttons along with the SIM tray. So the back is completely black and it is glass, and it's protected by a Corning Gorilla Glass here. Even the front display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It's got a 13 megapixel camera at the back, very much similar to what we saw in the OnePlus One, but it's got an additional face detection autofocus system which is not there in the OnePlus One. And it's got a single LED flash while the OnePlus One had dual LED flash. And we have a neat branding here with just the same logo of the OnePlus. On the front you have the 5-inch AMOLED screen. So and it's HD screen. It's got a pixel density of 441. This is a smaller design and smaller device compared to OnePlus One or OnePlus 2. So it's really compact to hold in the hand. And on top of the display we have the 8 megapixel front-facing camera, which is similar to OnePlus 2, while the OnePlus One had a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Near the front-facing camera we have the speaker grill and also the usual sensors. At the bottom we have the navigation keys. Unfortunately, these navigation keys don't seem to be backlit. So during the setup you can choose to use the software buttons or the hardware buttons. I always prefer to use the hardware buttons. And then there is double tap to wake, open camera with gesture, flash, and all these gestures are there. I'm gonna keep them all on. And we have to choose between Swift key and Google keyboard. I choose the Swift key, so I'm enabling the shelf, which was a new feature in the OnePlus 2. Let's see whether there are any improvement in the shelf here. So the device setup is complete. That was pretty fast. So the OnePlus X display seems to be a little brighter and better than what we have seen in the earlier OnePlus devices, because OnePlus devices generally have a complaint that they are on the warmer side, but this one is kind of bright and very vibrant. So Let's see the software factor here. So it's got it's running on Android 5.1.1, and we just received information from OnePlus that all their OnePlus devices will be upgraded to Marshmallow by Q1 of 2016. So that being said, it is running on the Oxygen OS 2.1.2. So let's try out the camera. So the camera UI is the exact same camera UI which we saw with the OnePlus 2. So they have made some software improvements in the OnePlus 2 camera as well, so which we might get to try in the OnePlus X here. So I'll reserve all my comments later on, but so far this device looks really good, solid in the hand, compact to hold, sturdy build and excellent design. But on the spec side, this device is very much similar to what we saw in OnePlus One. In fact, the OnePlus One runs on the same Snapdragon 801 chipset, but it was clocked to 2.5 GHz, while the OnePlus X is clocked at 2.3 GHz. Apart from that, they both have, the OnePlus One and the OnePlus X have 3 GB of RAM. While the OnePlus One had a 16 GB variant or the 64 GB variant. This one just has a single variant, which is the 16 GB variant. And if you want to increase your memory capacity, you can use the second SIM card slot, which takes in a nano SIM card. Instead of using a nano SIM card, you can swap in and put your micro SD card up to 128 GB and expand the storage. So otherwise, the primary SIM card is a micro SIM card here. So this device doesn't have a fingerprint scanner, but anyway, it's a mid-range device. It is supposed to be appealing to people who cannot afford and who cannot extend and get the OnePlus 2. I'm going to try out this device over the next couple of weeks, and I'll be posting my reviews in gadgetdetail.com. So this one is going to be my primary phone for the next couple of weeks, and I'll be trying out a lot of things on this phone, and I'll be updating you in real time. So thanks for watching the video. This is Giridhar signing off.